Hello again. Good morning. How are you? It's a pleasure to be here as usual. As usual, as always. Como siempre o como de costumbre. As usual, as always. It's a sheer delight. Sheer. S-H-E-E-R. Sheer. Curioso, sheer. Con doble E. Sheer means es una pura delicia estar aquí. It's a sheer delight. Deleite. It's a sheer delight to be here. Sheer. Con doble E. Si pones E-A, cambia. Eso es esquilar ovejas. To sheer. Sheer. So it's sheer delight. It's a sheer delight to be here. It's a pleasure to be here. Okay. Program. I'm losing my voice. Program 1159. Yeah. We have 41 programs left, including this one, because I've just started. When I finish this, no, we have 42 left. Yeah, 42 left. When I finish this, by the time I finish this today, we'll have 41 left. Yes, from program 60 to 100. Because 40 would be 61 to 100. Okay. In any case, welcome, Akimorita. Akimorita, our good friend, our Japanese friend. Remember, he's 39 years old. He's an engineer, a quality engineer. He's a member of the young group of executives at Honda, the car division, who want to have an influence on the future of the company. And we'll see during his life that he will have an influence on the future of the company. Very important. Influence on the future of the company. Very important. But not yet. Right now, he's the head. He's a department head. Right now, he's a department head. Es un jefe de departamento. A department head. Cabeza de departamento. He is a department head. Marta's a department head. She's the head of television production in this company. So she's a department head. Me, I'm a remnant from the past. A remnant. ¿Cómo se dice? Un resquicio del pasado? No. Yeah, something from the past. Yes. No, I can't remember the word for remnant. I'm a remnant from the past who's come back to teach English forever. But in any case, so Aki is in charge of quality for the car division of Honda. And Honda has a very strict quality policy, política policy. And they have an instruction, they have a quality manual that they give to every new supplier. And when Honda has a new supplier of parts or components, piezas y componentes, parts and components, parts, la palabra partes, literalmente, parts son piezas, piezas de recambio or spare parts. Pero eso no son piezas de recambio, son piezas para entrar en el proceso fabril. So these are parts y componentes que tienen varias piezas en un conjunto, es un componente. Parts and components, parts and components, parts and components. 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 Fijaos donde se acentúa. Components. When I started teaching in Spain, many years ago, I was teaching in a tractor factory, fábrica de tractores. And everyone said components. I said, components? Why components? No, components. Eso, components. No, components. All right, components. So, he and his team, Akimorita and his team spend, for new suppliers, they spend 50% of their time in the new supplier, training the supplier on the Honda quality system and improving the production process in the suppliers. So in essence, the suppliers are a continuation of Honda. They're in the orbit of Honda. Okay, Honda has a strict quality manual, fijaos, manual, which Aki gives to every new supplier. After this, he and his people spend about 50% of their time with the new supplier, watching the process, and finding ways to make it better. This is process engineering. Process engineering. Ingeniería de métodos, procesos y tiempos. It's a very, very interesting area. For me, in my opinion, it's very creative. Because you can always find a better way. There's a lot of inventive creativity in process engineering, in product engineering as well, to engineer a new product. But in engineering the manufacturing process, for me, is fascinating. I've spent a lot of time observing it and doing translations related to process engineering. Yeah, numerical control machines, machining centers and things. It's very, very interesting. CAD-CAM, it's an old, and SIM, computer integrated manufacturing. It's very interesting. But in any case, after this, his people spend about 50% of their time with the new supplier watching the process and finding ways, buscando formas, encontrando formas, vamos, finding ways to make the process better. Aki's department is probably responsible for the excellent quality record at Honda. And Aki knows this, and he knows that his bosses know this. So Aki Morita is a very important person. He's young, he's 39. The big bosses are 55. But he is in a very critical position in the company, and he's very good. And the quality record at Honda is excellent. And it's thanks to Aki Morita and his people. And Aki knows this. And he knows that his bosses know this as well. So Aki Morita knows that he's in a good position in the eyes of the top management. Yes. And Aki wants to move up. Yeah, he wants to move up. Yes. He has a very good salary. And lives in a nice area of Osaka, an industrial city south of Tokyo. I think Osaka is the second most important city in Japan. I think the first bullet train in the 1960s, Tren Bala, Ave Lave, the high-speed train. I think the first high-speed train in the world was between Tokyo and Osaka. Osaka is very important. It's south of Tokyo, and it's very industrial. And that's where Honda has its factory. Well, has one of its factories. And Aki lives and works in Osaka. All right. He has a wife and 2 children. Okay. But he doesn't see them very often because he works 14 hours every day and 5 or 6 hours on Saturday. Oh, the poor family, some huérfanos de papá. Okay. They are orphaned. He works 14 hours a day. He starts at 7:30 and he finishes at 8:30. That's 13 hours. That's not 14. But he works 14 hours a day and 5 or 6 hours on Saturday. He's a workaholic. Claro que parece avejentado. Es un trabajólico. I'll say he's a workaholic. He's not an alcoholic. He's a workaholic. He doesn't like to work. He doesn't like to work so many hours, but he thinks that this is the only way to move up in the organization. All right. And pay for the expensive private schools where he sends his children. They have 2 children. He and his wife have 2 children, and they send their 2 children to an expensive private school. Wow. It's a lot of money. Yeah. 2,000 euros a month. Can you believe it? Only the school. So he needs a good salary. So he works 14 hours a day and 5 or 6 hours on Saturday. And he doesn't like working so many hours. But he thinks it's the only way to move up in the organization. Aquí se suele decir es subir el escalafón. We say to move up. Moverse arriba, to move up in the organization. The corporate ladder es una escalera de mano, ladder. No una escalera de escalones. Oh, that's a staircase or stairway. But this is a ladder. Escalera de cuerda is a rope ladder. Ladder. So to move up the corporate ladder, or to move up in the organization, and also to pay for his children's schools, expensive private schools. So he needs to work a lot. All right. Yes. His wife doesn't say anything. Aki's wife is quite submissive. She doesn't say anything. Her husband is never at home. He's always working. Even on Saturday. Okay. And his wife doesn't say anything about the hours her husband works. In fact, she prefers the situation because it gives her a lot of time to go shopping and to take care of the children. Okay, no se queja la mujer. No ve a su marido nunca. She never sees her husband. Tanto mejor. So much the better. That gives her time to go shopping and to take care of the children, etc. But it's interesting because we'll come back to Aki. Because next time, no, but in a future episode, his wife is going to take on an important role. A very important role, very interesting role in the story. So his submissive wife, very oriental, is going to have a very special thing. Okay, grammar, to make it. To make it. To make it is hacerlo. Voy a hacerlo. I'm going to make it, voy a hacerlo. But to make, claro, es hacer en el sentido de fabricar, elaborar, confeccionar is to make. To do is hacer en el sentido de realizar, llevar a cabo, efectuar algo. Yes. Yes. For example, if I take out I'm going to tear out a page. I'm going to tear out a page. Are you ready? Watch. I'm going to tear. I have just torn out a page. Now, voy a hacer un avión de papel. ¿Qué verbo uso? ¿Qué estoy haciendo? What am I doing? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to make a paper airplane. Yeah. Do you know how to make a paper airplane, Marta? Marta knows how to make a paper airplane. Yeah, I'm making a paper airplane. First, you fold it like this. And then you fold it like this on each side, all right? Like that. And then you fold the other side like this. Okay. And then you put them together like this to make sure that the fold is perfect. You see it? All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. Hasta ahora bien, no? So far, so good. Then you fold it again, aquí, like this. I haven't made a paper airplane in 20 años. I don't know if I remember. I don't know. Okay, like this, and then again like this. Okay. It's like riding a bicycle. You never forget. And then I put them together and fold them together. Esto me va a salir mal. All right, it's there. Okay. All right. Finally, the wings. Finally, we do this. All right. And we fold it like this. Okay. Uy, esto no me va a volar ni soñando. All right. Yes. All right, and then we're ready. You like it? Streamlined, estilizado, streamlined. Now, you want to see it fly? You want to see it fly? She wants to see it fly. Watch. I'm going to throw it that way. Yeah. I need to improve the design. It was not bad. It's not bad. So, I made, claro, elaborar, producir, confeccionar, is to make. To make. Ahora bien, lo hice con las dos manos. I made it with both hands, with my two hands, with both hands. Okay, eso es hacerlo. Pero to make it tiene otro significado que se usa mucho más, que es poder estar, poder llegar. to make it. If you invite me to a party tonight, and you invite me, I said, Raul, hi, yeah, how's everything? What's up? Yeah, oh, party tonight. What time? 9 p.m. No, I'm not going to be able to make it. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to. No voy a poder estar. No voy a poder ir. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm not going to be able to make it. Se dice así cuando es no lo podré lograr estar. To make it. I can't. He'll never make it. I'll never make it. He'll never make it in time. Yes. The ship is leaving the port. This is the Puerto New York. This is the port of New York. Las cosas. This is the port of New York, and this is the port of Vigo. It's going to cross the Atlantic. And it needs to arrive in 3 days. The ship is going too slowly. It's never going to make it in time. It's not going to make it. It's not going to arrive in time. It's not going to make it in time. It's not going to make it. 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 7, 10 days. The ship finally made it to Vigo. 16 days late. It finally made it to Vigo, 16 days late. Yeah, I can't make it. I can't make it means no puedo ir. No puedo hacer acto de presencia. No puedo llegar a estar. I can't. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm sorry. I can't make it. Okay, expressions. This is interesting, the expression to make it. No grammar book teaches it because it's very difficult to explain. It's extremely difficult to explain. You need to give 25 examples. Each one is different about using make it. Yeah. Will he make it? Will he make it? ¿Logrará llegar? ¿Logrará vencer? Will he make it? Will he make it? It's very, very difficult to explain. Y no tiene sentido gramatical. So, but that's how we say it, to make it. I can't make it. All right. In any case, how much time do we have left, Marta? Okay. Expressions, page 183 at the top. Not at the bottom, nor in the middle, but at the top. One good deed deserves another. One good deed deserves another. One good turn deserves another. To deserve is merecer. Merezco más pasta y un despacho con vistas. Soy un tío con casta y de las mentes más listas. Okay. Yes. All right. Yes. I can't remember. Había un poema. Felipe quería un ascenso. Se quería, etc., etc. And he se va al despacho de Alberto. Me merezco más pasta y un despacho con vistas. Soy un tío con casta y de las mentes más listas. Alberto se echa atrás en su silla de cuero. Mi amigo Felipe, eres todo un tío, pero te falta una cosa que nos causa un lío. Tu inglés es de pena, es un hecho sabido. Y los tíos con casta hablan inglés como deben. No me acuerdo. Son bilingües con brillo. Okay. I can't remember. I wrote the poem myself 25 years ago or something. I can't remember. He said, amigo Felipe, eres todo un tío, pero te falta una cosa que nos causa un lío. Tu inglés es de pena, es un hecho sabido, y los tíos con casta son bilingües con brillo. All right. It's called El Amigo Felipe. I can't remember the name of the poem. I wrote it myself. But in any case, to deserve is merecer. I deserve more money for this. Yeah. Yes. Coming here every day at 7 o'clock in the morning. I can see, Marta, I deserve more money. And Marta deserves more money. Al pie de cañón aquí. 7 years watching me. Pobre. 7 years. She deserves a raise. I deserve a raise. Los británicos dirían, she deserves a rise. And I deserve a rise. In American English and Canadian English, I deserve a raise. I deserve more money. I deserve more appreciation. I deserve more gratitude. You don't realize how difficult this job is. And nobody appreciates me. I deserve more appreciation. To deserve. To deserve. Okay. One good deed deserves another. Un favor se paga con otro favor. O sea, un buen hecho merece otro. Hacer hechos. O sea, a good deed. Deed es un hecho. Deed es un hecho de acción. Claro, hecho, there are two words in English for hechos, los hechos, facts and deeds. Yes, el 28% de los españoles fuman. Es un hecho. It's a fact. Como una estadística. It's a fact. Ahora, hechos como obras. Quiero obras, no quiero palabras. Quiero hechos, no palabras. Entonces, obras son deeds. D-E-E-D, deed, viene de la raíz de hacer, to do. To do a good deed es hacer una buena obra, hacer un buen hecho, hacer una buena obra. To do a good deed. A deed. Deed has a second meaning. Deed means escritura, título de propiedad is the deed. Yes. The title on your property is the deed. Now, to do a good deed is hacer una buena obra. Yes, haz bien sin mirar a quién, right? Do good deeds and don't look. It's interesting. In my building, there's one elevator. Not two, there's just one elevator. And there's 7 floors. Okay, I live on the 5th. Now, when the people go up, for example, a person goes up to the 6th floor and goes home, opens the door, the elevator doesn't automatically go back down. It stays on the 6th floor. So if I come in from the street, I'm in a hurry and I have to push the button and wait for it to come down. When I go up to the 5th floor to my house, before leaving the elevator, I always press the ground floor and it goes back down. I send it back down. But I'm the only person in the building who does that. I'm sure. So sin mirar a quién, hacer bien, hago el bien. Okay? Porque it's nice when you go into the house and the elevator's there. All right. And so that's to do a good deed. To do a good deed. Now, one good deed deserves another. One good turn. To do a good turn, como girar, también tornar. To do a good turn también se dice. One good deed deserves another. One good turn deserves another. One of these days, uno de estos días, un día de estos. ¿Cuál se dice más? Uno de estos días. Lo haré uno de estos días. Lo haré un día de estos. El segundo, ¿no? Curioso, un día de estos. One day of we say one of these days. We don't say one days of these. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days, se dice tanto, uno de estos días. One of these days. Ahora escucha. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days. One of these days I'm going to stop doing this program, eh? When I finish with Aquí Morita, and I finish with the expressions, and I finish with all these paragraphs, freedom, la liberación, from teaching English, freedom. All right, one of these days, one of these days, one of these days, one of these days. Okay, un día de estos. Ahora, el siguiente es one of those days, de aquellos, uno de aquellos días. Es uno de esos días, o sea, es un mal día. Just one of the... ¿Qué pasa? It's one of those days. ¿Qué te pasa, Richard? What's the matter? Oh, don't worry. No es mal nada. Come on, what's wrong? It's one of those days. Just one of those days. Es uno de esos días que todo sale mal, al revés. It's one of those, just one of those days. Just one of those days, my friend. It's just one of those days. Just one of those days. And finally, one step forward, 2 steps back. Esto para pesimistas. Un paso para adelante y 2 para atrás. Así, you never arrive. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. No. Well, yes. But normally we say 2 steps forward, 1 step back. O sea, progresar con el inglés y con muchas cosas son 2 pasos adelante y 1 paso atrás, o 2 para adelante. O sea, improving. All right. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But I'm going to speak to Jimena. The author said, why are you pessimistic, Jimena? Yes. With him as a boss, con él como jefe, estamos continuamente dando 1 paso adelante y 2 atrás. Okay. With him as a boss, we're constantly taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. 1 step forward and 2 steps back. All right. See you tomorrow. Have a good day.